Hi, and now in this Good News Ministries course on the joy of love by Pope Francis, we're going to continue in chapter 5, beginning with paragraph 172, which is about the love of a father and a mother. Every child has a right to receive love from a mother and a father. Both are necessary for a child's integral and harmonious development. As the Australian bishops have observed, each of the spouses contributes in a distinct way to the upbringing of a child. In other words, as much as we try sometimes, because that's where circumstances have put us, a mother cannot be both mother and father. A father cannot be both mother and father. A woman brings something into the nurturing of a child that a man just simply can't. Because our brains are wired differently, for one thing. Because God designed us differently, for another thing. And similarly, fathers bring something different to their children that a mother can never do. As much as us women might want to have equal rights with men, there are things that only a father can provide. And I'm not talking about money or security in their upbringing and their education and all that. I'm talking about an image of God the Father that only a man can provide. An image of Jesus Christ as head of the home that only a man can provide. Now I'm referring to Ephesians chapter 5 and what that says about the role of the husband to lay down his life for his bride and to be Christ for his family, starting with his wife. The sacrifices, the headship that comes from being the man in the home is an imitation of Jesus' headship as a man, head of the church. The man in the home, the husband, the father, is head of the domestic church, the family. And when this is done the way God intends it to be done, the woman's submission to the man is easy because there's a mutual submission going on. Because the husband is being Christ for the wife. Who wouldn't want to submit to that? We're not supposed to submit when he's not being like Christ. But didn't Christ submit himself to us when he became one of us and laid down his life for us? So you see, Ephesians 5 is talking about mutual submission. Okay, let me continue with this paragraph. We are speaking not simply of the love of father and mother as individuals, but also of their mutual love, perceived as the source of one's life and the solid foundation of the family. The child learns a lot from watching the mutual love of the parents. A child learns how to submit themselves to Jesus Christ by watching how the man, the husband, the father, leads the wife and the family like Christ and submitting to each other in love, in mutual respect. How a husband and wife interact with each other says a lot to the child about how to interact with God. And when we fail as husband and wife to be good imitations of God's love, we need to repent and we need to let our children know we're repenting because we've just set a bad example. They can't, as adults, enter into a good, healthy, real relationship with God if they've not seen it modeled in the home, not just in our relationships with God, but in our relationships with each other, between the husband and the wife. For example, divorce says to a child that God might divorce himself from me. Healing, when we're tempted to think of divorce, says to the child that God's love overcomes everything. Now, isn't that the kind of God that we want our children to grow up into and embrace as adults? That's evangelization in the home. That's how children get to know who God really is.